எங்க இருக்கீங்க சார்? வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டீங்களா?
மேடம்.
எஸ் சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
சரி மேடம். சரியா இருக்கான்னு பாத்துட்டேன். லேப்டாப்ல கனெக்ஷன் போயிட்டு இல்ல மேடம், லேப்டாப்ல என்ன வெளியில தள்ளி வெளியில போயிடுச்சு. அதனால நான் மொபைல்ல தான் பேசுறேன். தானா வெளியில போயிட்டேன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. அதனால பரவாயில்ல.
அது உட்காந்து 100 பேர் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாமா சார்? என் கேமரா சந்தோஷ் சார்.
சாந்தி மேடம் ஜாயின். தேங்க் யூ மேம்.
நான் பாத்துட்டேன். சந்தோஷ் சார் பிரேயர் சாங் ரெடியா வச்சீங்க சார். சுசிலா மேம்.
எஸ் மேடம்.
சுசிலா மேம். எஸ் மேடம். உங்களுக்கு மியூட் பண்ணி நீங்க இது பண்ணுங்க மேம். ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க மேம்.
சரிங்க.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Please mute எல்லாரும் mute பண்ண சொல்லுங்க மேடம் எல்லாரும்.
All the participants audio mute your audio.
Video also madam.
Okay, video இருக்கு audio. நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
வீடியோவும் பண்ணிடுங்க.
All the participants should mute your audio as well as videos, please.
Except organizer. I request all the participants to mute your video and audio except organizer. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm morning to everyone present here. So today we are going to conduct the second day online short-term course. The Center for Yoga Studies are organizing for 10 days from yesterday onwards till 23rd October, entitled Applied Aspects of Yoga. So prayer is a surge of the heart. It is a simple look turned toward the heaven. It is a recognition of love, embracing both trial and joy. So let's begin with the prayer. Thank you. A good sportsman is never biased. A person who is a good sport does not win by dishonesty. Thus, in order to be a good sport, one must have a team spirit. Yes, this quality is having our dean, beloved dean, Dr. P.V. Shelvam sir, is the Faculty of Education in charge, Annamalai University. He is going to deliver a topic, Yoga and Sports Science. Just I introduce Dr. Professor Shalom sir. So he is basically BSc Physics at Vivekananda College, Madurai Kamaraj University, and BPed, MPhil, and PhD in Physical Education and Science in our Annamalai University, MSc Sports Journalism from Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, and a Diploma in Coaching Basketball, and NIS Patiala, and MPhil and PhD guidance. He is having 15 PhDs produced and 165 MPhil scholars produced. And he has publications of 4 books and national journal papers, more than that 50 numbers, and international journal paper, more than that 65 papers he has published. And he has attended more than 30 national and 20 international seminars, workshops. And his professional experience is 28 years of experience in the field of physical education, coaching, and officiating. And 1 year acted as a professional head, advanced training and coaching in the Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, accompanied with the Indian Netball Youth Girls team as a coach to participate in the Asian Youth Netball Championship held at Colombo, accompanied with the Tamil Nadu Basketball team as a coach to participate in the Junior National Championship, accompanied with the Tamil Nadu Netball team as a coach to participate in the Senior National Championship, accompanied with the Kerala Netball team as a coach to participate in the Senior National Championship, accompanied with the Annamalai University Netball team and Basketball team as a coach to participate in All India Inter-University tournaments and secure winners. And he has got more awards. Udarkalvi Jeeva Jyoti issued by Udarkalvi Mamandram, Best Social Worker issued by Anis Srimati Tillayamal Charitable Trust, and he has got a very good award, Lifelong Achiever Award from Swami Seva Sangam Chidambaram 2017, and Yoga Acharya Award from Yoga Organization of India recently 2020, and one more award recently he got Yuva Shri Award from International Yoga Achievers Award. And he has visited many countries like Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, China, and Thailand. And he had other responsibilities like Secretary Kadalur District Netball Association, again Kadalur District Throwball Association, Vice President from Tamil Nadu State Netball Association, and he holds the post of President Kerala State Netball Association, Technical Convener Netball Federation of India, Joint Secretary Netball Federation of India, Kerala State Netball Coordinator for National Games and School Games Federation of India, convener Netball Federation of India ad hoc committee, and also hold the post of Secretary Tamil Nadu Mixed Netball Association and Vice President Mixed Netball Federation of India, and AIU Observer Inter-University Tournaments, NICT Visiting Team Member, Inspector Education and Physical Education Colleges, GTCC Member, Indian University Games, Associate with the Tamil Nadu Paralympic Volleyball Association, Research Fellow of Incorporated Association, the Academy of South and North Sports. Not only this, he has qualified as a PG diploma and MSc Yoga. So not only in sports, he had very much interested in the yoga also. He is supporting the yoga center as a faculty dean. I invite Professor Dr. Selvam sir to deliver a lecture on yoga and sports science, please. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Dean sir.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. Just a minute. Is it visible? So PowerPoint presentation is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So good morning, all of you. So really, I thank the organizers to give an opportunity to deliver a session in the yoga and sports. And the yoga and sports both are interrelated, because somebody says yoga is different and sports is different. No, because both, if you are happen, so definitely it will be having the very good effort on the sports performances. Normally, especially for the taken several sessions in the various occasions, and through the sports and yoga only, we can prevent ourselves from the COVID-19. So that is a major concept, because diet also one factor is there, but majorly that if you are doing regularly yoga and physical exercises, definitely we can get more immunity power in our body and we can prevent from the COVID-19. So in this aspect, in sports, because now the session is yoga and sports sciences. So especially in sports, because I'm a sports person, and also I completed the yoga, so I can mingle up with both yoga and sports sciences. So in normally sports, if you wanted to promote the sports or if you want to improve the performances, we can undergo for the strength and resistance training. So normally, if you wanted to go the strength and resistance training, you can improve ourselves strength, speed, endurance, range of motion, and balance. But once if you are having the yoga, if you are act as a cross training, because everybody knows the cross training. For example, whenever if you are having some lesser activities, what is the lesser activities? Once if you have the lesser activities means, because if you have the normal work if you are going on, so if you make it some lesser time, so we can make it a fresher. The same concept, because always if you are having the physical activities, the more strenuous activities. So if you are included the yogic programs in the sports, so definitely we can make it up of be peaceful, and we can really relax all the muscles, and also it promote the sports. So yoga really that acts as a cross training for our athletes in our countries. So normally, if you wanted to make it up, that yoga and sports, so that yoga more help to promote the sports, because through that way we can improve all the qualities, especially for when if you are doing that yoga. So the pranayama, so if you are getting the more oxygen content. So normally, if you have the more cardiorespiratory endurance in our body, so definitely all the sports person, they had to make it up more performances. The same concept of the balance, flexibility, core strength, and endurance. So that yoga helps all the athletes to promote the sports in several ways. We are going to discuss about the benefits of yoga for athletes. Normally, regularly, if you are doing that yoga, definitely it improves our sports skills and overall fitness. How it will improve the sports skills? Because whenever if you want to do activities, for example, if you are involving the sports activities, so we are not able, because we had the sudden decision, depends upon the opponent's movement, we can take a sudden decision, and depend upon the climatic condition, whatever it may be. So the decision will be taken to perform the sports skills. So once if you are doing the asanas, you practice the yogas, so automatically what happening, that our mind will be peaceful and we have the more concentration on our work. So automatically it improves our sports skills and also it improves the fitness. Already I told that the cardiovascular endurance is there. So automatically if you have more oxygen in your body, so definitely the performance also going to long. Then normally, second point is develop deep and relaxed breathing. Normally, whenever if you are going, for example, in sports, normally if you have the two types, there is one is the competitive sports, another one is the relaxation sports, because they wanted to relax through sports. So whoever may be, they are involving in the sports. First, they have making a problem with the breathing, because normally if anybody they can involve in the sports or walking or jogging or running any event. Suppose if you are involving the activities, what happening in the beginning stage, we have the normal breathing, and if you are prolonged that one, so if you have the deep breathing, so why it's happening? That our systems become accommodate to the particular activities. So once if you are having the yoga, automatically our respiratory process will be improved, so we can easily involve in the sports activities and perform better. Then increase core strength. Everybody knows that the core strength is the concept of our abdomen muscles and back muscles and the middle part of the pelvis regions. So once if you have the more strength on the particular area, all type of activities will be making in a grand success. For example, nowadays the people, most of them, they are facing the problem of lack of core strength, because they are not having the proper work, so automatically they are not able to do their activities in perfect, even because maximum of the people what they are doing, they are simply sitting in the office and doing the activities. So there is no workload on that one. So if you are doing the yoga, especially the yoga poses, all it's having the building the core strength, because if you are doing any type of poses, any type of yogas, so that creating the building the core strength. So normally there is a slight difference between the yoga and sports. So the yoga, that's a slow movements to be taken place, but in the sports, we have the aggressive movements to be taken place. So through yoga, if you are making the slow movement, so gradually it will come over that, and automatically that every part of the parts or muscles getting strengthened. So whenever if you do want the sports performances, so we can implement it for the yoga as one of the session. So definitely we will improve ourselves. So the main purpose of the yoga to develop the core strength, and if you are concentrating the core strength, so all the physical activities be making in a proper way. Then flexibility and range of motion. Everybody knows, because if you are more flexible, because normally when you are saying that if you are somebody, they demonstrate the yoga, what you are doing, how much flexibility they are having. So that's a more flexible. When if you are doing regular exercise yoga so definitely they can improve the more flexibility. That flexibility more advantages for the sports person. Once if you wanted to do any type of activities in sports, so if you have the more flexibility and more range of motion, so definitely our actions will be perfect. When if you are doing that activities perfect, so automatically what happening, our maximum performance will be increases. So depends upon the activities. For example, lot of activities better than the physical activities and sports activities. So based on that activity, we had to select some poses and select some yoga practices. So definitely that will be making. For example, I have given. So for example, a runner or golfer, so they had to make it up of some asanas. If you are doing some asanas, so what are the muscles involved on the particular golfer or the runner, or if you are cyclist? So based on that muscle, what they are involving for the activities, so based on that, you can implement it for the yoga exercises, and definitely their performance will be increases. Then balance. Normally, the balance is very much important in sports and field, because normally in a game there are the two varieties as there. There is a contact game, non-contact game. So whatever it may be, if you contact or non-contact, if you have the more balance, if you are having the more balance, actually our performance will be maximum level. The reason is, once if you are maintaining the body balance, so the perfection will be right. If you are having the more perfection, so our achievement will be higher. So if you are not having the balance, what happening? We are, for example, I wanted to aim the basket, in the basketball. I wanted to make if I am not having the balance, body balance, so automatically what happening? My perfection will be less. So if you have the 100% perfection, so my achievement is higher. So due to the lack of balance, so the performance is going down. So once if you are improve the balance, definitely it will be achieves more effective for our body. So that yoga, everybody knows that doing the yoga, different poses, and we can maintain the body balance, improve through the yoga. So yoga that helps to maintain the balance. Once if you are having the balance, automatically our performance will be going improve. Normally, for example, every individuals, even if a normal individual also, I talk about the sports, even normal individual also, we have a energy level in our body. If you wanted to do any type of activity that needs some energy, so that energy will be contributed to do the activities. For example, if you are having the more balance, so our biomechanical principles of the movements will be in a normal. So if you are doing any activity, for example, some individual doing that activity with proper movement, proper balance, so their energy level will be less utilization for the particular activity. At the same time, if another individual, they are having not having that balance and doing that activity, so the more amount of energy consumption on the particular activity itself. So if comparing the two, what happening? If you are having the more balance, definitely the less amount of energy expenditure on the particular activity. If you are the less amount of energy expenditure on the particular activity, what happening? We are extend the duration of the activity. Especially in sports or any type of activities, if you are doing the activity in longer duration, more endurance, more power, and more efficiency to do the activities. So through the yoga, we can improve the balance and we can perform better. The next one is use for cross training. Already I explained itself. Every individual, we have the variety, because once if you are doing that activity in the regular manner, what happening? We get bored. We get energy lost. Psychologically, we upset. So for the reason only, nowadays, if you are taken for any in IT, especially IT field, so the 24 hours they are busy with the computer systems. So automatically mind disturbed. So they are having the cross training. For example, they are making it up with some recreational activities. The same aspect. Whenever if you are doing that, already I told that. Already if you are doing that sports activities, we had to strenuous activities. We had to more efficient activities to be taken place. More strenuous activities. What happening? The muscles are tired. Our fatigue. Our body is getting fatigued, and our mind also getting fatigued. So once if you are doing the yoga, what happening? I already told that there is a slow movement, slow gradual movement for the yoga. So it be relaxed. At the same time, it's be enriched of the power of the particular body, or resynthesis of all the tissues. So automatically we get energy. Make it of more performance on them. So whenever if you are using any type of cross training, that be useful for our performances level. Especially in our sports field, if you are doing the cross training, instead of cross training, we are using the yoga. So definitely we are succeed more. Now, in my experiences, because I handle with the Indian team as well as our university team, whenever if you are having the training program, so we have to use for the one session we are having the yoga practices. Once if you have the yoga practices, definitely their muscles are relaxed, mind are relaxed, so they are free from the tension. Because whenever if you are doing that activity, so more tiredness, they're facing a lot of problems. So I got too tired. I'm not able to make a walk. I'm not able to make a thing. I'm not able to make a study. Because normally everybody knows very well. There is one concept is that if you have the sports persons, definitely they are weak in subject. No, that is a wrong concept. Because due to the hard work, the hard working nature, they are get tiredness. So once if you implement of the yoga, definitely that persons that's creating all those things, and they're in a topmost number in the activities. So automatically the drawbacks, because once if you are involving the sports activity, definitely you get more tiredness, more energy loss, everything will be there. So once if you are utilize the yoga, definitely his performance is going to up because he relaxed and he get a more energized through the so the best way that physical activities, if you're having the regular program, if you're including the yoga as a cross training, definitely the sports performance will be increases. Then already depends upon the activity because every sports activities they have the different natures. Every sports activities they have the different natures. Some of the activities they have the only upper extremity, some of them have the lower extremity, some of them having the only arm activities, and depends upon the activity you can choose the coaches. So it depends upon the coaches. So that we have the very good performances. So based on the coaches, we can choose practices, effective yoga or select some yoga. So it depends upon the yogas. The same aspect depends upon the activities, depends upon the sports activity. We can choose the yoga. So definitely we succeed high performance level. Normally our Indian very good. So they had to make it up for the one group, they are making it up for the yoga, and one other group make it for the physiotherapist. So then alternative. Once if you are making, so again they regenerate the cells and they can perform better. So through that way, whenever if you are using the sports activities, you can make it up a yoga as a compulsory and we can implement it. Definitely the sports performance will be high and our Indian flag will be rising in a high point. So the yoga coaches, normally when if you are doing the yoga, automatically that the more oxygen you can get it. If you get more oxygen, so the more energy. Because whenever if you do want to do any type of activity, for example, even if you are write or see, or if you are listen, or if you are speech, any activities we are doing, so that activity needs some energy. How the energy be converted? Only in the presence of the oxygen, only energy be converted. So once if you are doing the activities, so if you are doing yogas, what will happen? Automatically, if you get more oxygen in your body, and it will be storage, and it will be supplied to the energy, and automatically, if your performance will be high. So normally we are in the activities we are called as aerobic activities and anaerobic activities. So the aerobic activities means the continuous supply for oxygen. So anaerobic activities means only the less amount of oxygen supplied to the particular activity. So once if you are having the more endurance. If you have the more endurance, automatically the more performances. The same aspect, if you are doing the yoga, so more oxygen present in your body and your performance will be high. Whenever if any athletes or anybody else, if you are doing any activities, so suppose if you are doing activity continuously, so automatically you get tiredness. But at the same time, if you are doing the yoga, so more oxygen presence in your body, so automatically what happens? Whenever if you are doing any type of activities, at any lengthen type of activity, so you can energize and your activities performance will be high. Normally, the yoga helps the release the physical. Already I told that when if you are doing the physical activities, it's a tension because if you are doing continuous activities, the vigorous activity in the muscles are get tiredness. Muscles are thick. For example, if you are taken, if you are ride a cycle or a bike to even a motorcycle, if you are making a long distance, what happening? Definitely some problems will happen. So in that, if you are using some what is called as a relaxation. If you have the relaxation, what is the relaxation for the bike and accident? Put some oils, lubricant oils. So automatically going smooth. In the same aspect, if you are doing the physical activity, our muscles are getting tension and tired, everything. But if you are doing the yoga, just is the instance of our activities. So automatically we energize and we can perform better. For example, breathing, especially for the swimmers. So definitely swimmers, because when if you are swimming, we can make more breathing exercise. So the historical story for the swimmers. So daily they have to do for the pranayama regularly. So once if you are doing the pranayama, so automatically they have the more breathing capacity, more oxygen capacity within the body. So more vital capacity in the body. If you have the more vital capacity, so automatically the performance will increase. So the yoga has played a vital role in the, especially for the swimmers. The same thing in cyclists. For example, if you are seen in the cycling competition, Some of the cyclists, what happening, if you're not able to, they are making fighting. Once some distance will be covered, so they are not able to maintain the body balance. So they can relax on the handlebars and they ride. So the performance will be down. But at the same time, if you are doing the yoga, because if you are using the yoga, so all our systems will be normal. All our energized materials, we can stretch, bend, everything will be making them into the yoga. So it making the stiffness that is having the confidence on the particular areas. So we have no pain at all on the particular areas, and we can how long we can ride depends upon our concept. So that should be more helpful to do the activity for especially for the swimmers and cyclists. Even though all the activities, even if you have the football players or basketball players, any game you can play, that yoga will help to promote the efficiency of the particular individual. Normally, the crucial role of yoga in physical education and sports. So provide great power in self-controlling. Normally, the self-control is very, because in my aspect itself, because because all the players, if you take any sports persons, the temperness will be less. Because suddenly because we had to do that activity, it's a vigorous activity, automatically what happening, the temper will be lost. But at the same time, if you are doing the yoga, it will be controlled. For example, if I play with my against partner, defender, so if the opponent they make some criticism, immediately I had a clash between my opponents because I'm not have control myself. But once if you are doing the yoga, so automatically it's be controlled and your performance will be taking. Because for example, if I do the same mistake, for example, if I control myself, I can get a benefit because the opponent they get a foul. Suppose if you are not control myself, so I had to commit the mistake, so I got a foul. So that is the advantages. So once if you are having the yoga and through that you can maintain your self-control, so definitely there is a more advantages in the sports competitive situations. The next point is it helps to rehabilitate old as well as the new injuries. I told you, whenever if you are doing the yoga, so all the chakras will be activated. What is the chakras? That's the energy points. The energy point. If you do yoga regularly, so all the energy points that release the energy, and we can keep on the body in a high position. Normally, when if you are doing the sports activities, lot of chances for the injuries because the more workload. Whenever if you are doing any type of activity, any component, if you are doing the more activities, definitely there is a more chances for the injuries. If you are doing the asanas, that the injuries will happen, but that's as quick as possible. That should be recover from the thing because all the energy points. So the activating of the particular injuries and particular systems rehabilitate, and we can release from the particular injuries. Then intensify endurance pain. That is called as pain tolerance. Pain tolerance. When if you are doing that activity, what happening? Definitely because normally. Those are having the practices in the sports field. In beginning, especially for the beginning, what happening if you are doing that activity? Some of the students are, I'm not able to walk, I'm not able to sit, everything. The reason is the more energized on the particular muscles. Even if you are regular students, if you are regularly they are involving with the activities, that also that making pain. Because for example, if you wanted to perform the activities, I wanted to perform my activities 50% to 60%. Then I can increase my training schedule I can increase my load or intensity in the training load. Once I can increase, so automatically I had get a pain on the particular muscles as well as the joints and everything. But once if you are using the yogas, what happening? It having the already told that all the energy sectors they given a energy to give an opportunity, and we have the capacity, we have the quality to the tolerance of the pain. So that's more advantages. Then increase mental clarity. So that mental clarity is very effective. For example, the decision on the spot. For example, during the play, we can't discuss and make it up. That's own decision. I can make it up on the particular spot itself. Suppose ball is come over, where it's come over, where it if the misplace, so that our goal will be not achieved. So if you are doing the yoga, automatically our mind will be having the proper direction and have the more confidence, and we have to do the activity in a perfect manner. Increase the immune system. I already told that definitely whenever if you are doing the yogas as well as the sports, that they increase the immune system. Once if you have the more immune system, so more on comfortable life, especially for sports. If you are having the lack of immune systems, for example, 1 week I'm lie down in the sick bed. What happening? That 1 week we will think it only 1 week, but it happens to my performance going down. Yeah, after 1 month only I can back to the particular position. So once we break our training schedule, so automatically it will be making the lack of our performances. So once if you are doing that yoga, automatically it given and the more energized. So more energized and more immune power. So automatically our system goes to normal. Once if you have the normal, hello, normal practices, clear? Voice is clear? Hello?
Yes.
Voice are clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
So once more immune. So automatically, the enhanced postures. Already I told that the biomechanical principles. What is the biomechanical principle? If you have the proper movement, for example, Ben Johnson is a very good athlete. But even if you are observe his movement, he has the zigzag manner. Once if you make a walk, if you correct steps, so automatically it reaches. For example, if you are going to make it up anything, so the angle of movement or range of movement will be normal if the performance will be high. Once if you're having the enhance your postures, so all your movement will be in the right way. So that energy consumption will be less and you are doing the activities will be more. So if you are not having the proper postures, what happening? The unnecessary energy wastage on the particular movement. So automatically we have to loss of our movements. So if you are having the more postures, so automatically the less amount of energy ex particular movement and our biomechanical principles to update of the performance of the activities. If muscle tone is good, so your activity will pakka. So when if you are having the muscle tone, when if you are doing the yoga, especially for the muscle tone, the through yoga only we can rebuild. If you have the muscle tone, immediately react after activities. Otherwise, what happening? If your muscles are not ready, so our performance going down. For example, if I think 1 second I make a delay, automatically what happens? Some other athlete they can beat us. So if your muscle tone is high, so it will be always be ready to act as the activity. So our performance will be high. That is through yoga only. It will be coming to the muscle tone will be in a high level. Improves blood circulation. Normally, when if you have we have once if you have the whenever if you are doing the yoga, automatically the blood circulation. How? Because once if you breathing. Because yoga means if you are doing along with the breath only, any type of yoga, you can concentrate on breathe and make it up. Once if you have the breath, automatically the blood circulation also increases. What is the need of the blood circulation? Once if you have the blood circulation, so the more amount of energy transferred to the working muscles. If you have the less amount of blood circulation, less amount of energy supplied to the muscles, so we are not able to perform activity. But at the same time, if you are having if you are doing the yoga, you increase the blood circulation. Once if you increase the blood circulation, more amount of energy transfer as well as more amount of the wastage will be eliminated from our body and our body will be free. Provides a peace of mind. That is a first and foremost for all the individuals. Provides a peace of mind. Where you have to get the peace of mind, especially in the sports, that we will not get a peace of mind. Always tension. For example, I attend our team. Also tension whether our students are going to win or lose, or what are the mistakes, how we'll clarify everything. And players also, even if you're around the first round winning, so second round automatically they think about the next. Even the tournament they are also winning. The next they think about okay, next year what we have to do, how many players they come over, how they can face it. So always we are having a piece of their mind will be tension. But once if you are doing the yoga, automatically your mind will be peace. Your mind will be peace. So right decision will be taken place. So for example, I will have the tennis. So automatically my decisions will be wrong. So automatically the performance of the students, because the coach role is a very major role during the winning or losing. Because the player is only going to play, but the decision by the coach, it's deciding the factor. But if once they have the mind peace, so automatically they take a right decision and they can perform better. Winning or losing is different, but they can perform better in their activities. Normally, this diagram is denoted for the sports performances. If you wanted to improve, because sports, what is the sports? Sports means not achieving the goals, not targeting. You are only winning. So it's not possible. All the teams they wanted to win means it's not possible. Our main aim is we can put maximum performance on the particular activities. If you athletes or the players to take part in any tournaments, so the main aim is not winning the championship. We have to perform maximum performance on the activities. For that, we have to do certain things. We can have the skill training, speed agility training, strength endurance, mental focus, balance, flexibility, and core strength. Especially the three aspects of the skill training, that's fully blanks to the for the sports activities, speed and agility also, and strength and endurance. In the endurance is some certain part that yoga also fulfill for that one. Strength also certain part fulfill that. But the more mental factor focus person only it's through the yoga only. If four concept of if your success, so automatically your performance will high. For example, if the two equal teams they are playing, I am not having the mental balance. I have the emotion because the last moment of the match is only the deciding factor. Last moment. If you ask any experts from the sports field, or you observe any sports in the media, after last moment, neck of the neck will be going. The last moment only the decision will be changes. The reason is the last moment who will have the more mental strength, so automatically they can success. Who have the more balance, they can strength. Who have the more flexibility, they can strength. So in this aspect, that is the yoga is the dominant role to making the success of the sports persons. Then sports specific yoga. Yoga poses are performed slowly and mindfully. Already told them that's a yoga, they are doing this slowly and mindfully. Your attention is focused on your bone, muscle structure, alignment of your hips and feet. So every part, you know that all the yogas, maybe yoga specialists you are there. So every yoga, they can concentrate on the certain part. So step by step, inch by inch by, we can concentrate all the parts of the body because especially in sports, it's the overall combination. For example, if you're, I'm doing the only for upper part. There's some of the muscles, they are acting with the active muscles and some of the muscles are acting the supporting muscles. Active assist muscles, I will call this assist muscles. For example, even if you are doing the weight training or something else, some of the athletes you have seen, only they have the upper extremity is good, but the lower extremity is very weak. That not be happen. So you can make it equally concentrated. But once if you are doing the sports, there are a lot of chances to make it up of that. Some part will be improved and some part will be weak. But the yoga, it's a make it of the all-round quality. All-round, it's concentrating all the parts of the body and it will be in a focus to develop for that. But especially the drawback is in sports, we can make it about, suppose if you are concentrating something else, some of the muscles are strengthened and some of the muscles are getting chance for the weakness. But that's not happening in the yoga. So the yoga will be overall developed for all the parts of the body. Then normally, so when if you are doing that activity, that awareness in the body, because when if you are, for example, especially in the sports field, we can get awareness. For example, in behind of somebody is there, we can have that all the four directions your concentration will be there. Only if you are focusing on front, some of the your opponent will be backside and they can cover everything. So we can concentrate. In this aspect, that yoga, making of the concentration of every individual and making your alignment of the body to success for the sports. And normally, last point, the sports require breathing, focus, concentration, performing challenging conditions. I already told that. So breathing, why? Because if you have the more breath, I already told that, if you are having the more breathing capacity, so your performance will be high. So suppose both in beginning stage you have the more breathing capacity, time by time if you reduces, so performance also going down. So if you are doing the yoga, your breathing capacity will be increases. So automatically, with challenging condition, it will be more supportive you can. And focus concentration, only the mind preparation. When if you are focused, when if you are concentrate on certain activities, so definitely we can success in the field. In the sports, we can make it up only with the support of yoga. And I already told that when if you are doing the physical exercises, we can make more energy, more strenuous activities, because if you make more force, on the particular movement, then only the performance is high. For example, if you want to throw the ball, I can put more maximum force, then only that will be reaches. So if you are using the maximum effort on the body, automatically all the muscles, they are getting weakness. They are getting weakness of the concept. But at the same time, tired also. Once, for example, if you are individual, you can assign some individual to make it up for things. What happening? Sir, I'm not able to perform because too tired, sir, too weak, sir. Why? The reason is continuous activities, more activities present. So at the same time, if you are doing the yoga asanas, and automatically you relax total body, and your body performance will be high. Once if you relax, what happening? If you make a relax, more oxygen will be inhaled. So once you are making more oxygen inhaled, so automatically our lactic acid will be removed. If you are doing the more activities, lactic acid will be formation because lack of oxygen. Once if you lactic acid formation, that irritating your muscles and they are not able to perform the further activities. But if you are doing the yoga, if you have the more oxygen and you can get the more oxygen in your body, so it's supply to the particular portion. So automatically the lactic acid will be removed and your performance will be going to. So normally, if you are wanted to relax your players during that activity, so just ask them to do some meditations and yoga. So automatically they are relaxed and the performance will be high. Then mental focus, that is a first and foremost, because for example, physically I am fit, but mentally I am not fit. It is not suitable for the physical activities, in the sports activities. If you are wanted to become a number one sports person, or number one even any human being, both mental and physical, you are a sound. Somebody there's a sound body, sound mind in a sound body, right? But at the same time, if you are not having the sound mind, so that also not success. If you are either well built, I'm not have the sound mind. What happening? Definitely not be happen. So the mental focus is very essential. That only yoga only it's built up for our mental center. So normally we are having the attention because when if you are playing, we have the two type of our attention is there. One is outward the world of energy and movement, and second is the inward to thoughts. Means what if you are playing the activities? What is happening? You can think it about what type of the opponent they make it up, how much force they are making it up, how we can tackle, and what their movement and how much energy they are having. How do you feel about everything? But inward to thoughts means how we can prevent it, how we can tackle them. These are the thoughts. These attentions mainly dependent. Once if you have the mental toughness, so then only you can concentrate on these two and we can success. Once I'm a player, I'm a very good player, I can play, but I'm not having the concentrating on the opponent's move. Definitely it's be failure. So we have more concentration and we can observe the opponent's players and also observe our inner thoughts and we can succeed for the turn. In yoga helps be in the moment. Be in the moment. Okay, it's a constant focus. Always we are in the moment means the current knowledge, trend knowledge. For example, updating your knowledge. So I am a playing. So it depends upon the opponent's movement and depends upon the situation. We can always update. That is called as a be in the moment. Means always we have to be active. Always be in the active. Always we have to think it over. Always what happening, everything. So that yoga only helps. Because you already told that if you are doing the physical activities, it's a mental tiredness will be there. Because once if your body gets tired, what happening? So automatically that reflects the mind. Mind also get tired. But if you are doing the yoga, always be flexible. Normally, all the Indian camps, I visited several times, all the Indian camps, nowadays, before that is not there, but nowadays, everybody, they are having that the yoga is one of the session to carry it for the students, the trainees. So once if you are focusing attention, so definitely their concentration, especially for the recently on from that Olympian, very good shooter, he given a daily 4 hours he have that for the meditation. Never imagine 4 hours many because the more concentration. Just anybody you can see for the shooting competition, they have to have more concentration. If you are less, if you are lack of 1% or 2%, so definitely the performance. If you have the 100% concentration, then only the success. So some of the examples also I given. Shoot the basket. For example, if you have the shooting the ball, basketball, so I can concentrate on the ring. I can concentrate on the ring, and I concentrate on the opponent, and I concentrate on the wind. So everything I have to concentrate, everything I can calculate. This is only if you are a tough mind, calculate all those things, and you can success for the bird. And endurance for the tactics and competitions. For example, any athlete, which space, there are different spaces are there, different paces are there. You can analyze for the each paces and each, or if you call it as a zone. So we can analyze, and based on that you can prepare your body. Based on you prepare your body. That is only your mind only set up. Because for example, if you are running, for example, some first 3 rounds, they are making the first round, not completed for the final round. The reason is more exhausted. So that also you can mind enough how your core runners they are running. Everything can be in the sports. If you both they are having success, then only we can success in the field of sports. So in any aspects, we can concept for the both physics and mind, they are dominating to success in their life. So without yoga, nobody they can succeed in their life or sports. So if you are having maybe success, maybe some of them they success, but if you are having the yoga with a relaxed manner, we can success in the high level. So in success, I can take too much pain and in success. That is not. I can relax and I can success. That is the only way that the yoga. And finally, I say for the participant that yoga, everybody they have to do it for some yogas. Everybody have to do it for the yoga, and you can promote your life, promote your health. Because without yoga and sports, we cannot survive in our life. If you do both, definitely your life will be success in a great manner. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunities. If you need clarification, you can clarify.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Professor Selvam sir is the dean as well as the inspiring teacher. He has delivered a very good presentation about yoga and the sports science. So I have to sum up what he so far delivered. So he has highlighted the benefits of yoga for athletes. Practicing yoga regularly can help improve your sports skills and increase core strength, increase flexibility and the range of motion, and improve balance, use of cross-training, yoga for those who are associated with sports. So he mentioned more oxygen, that is, it reaches the optimum level of oxygen by practicing yogasana as well as the pranayama. Then crucial role of yoga in physical education sports, and he has explained that sports is not achieving, it is a winning. Very good, sir. Very good point we have learned today from you. And he has mentioned the skill training, speed and agility, mental focus, balance, flexibility, core strength, and strength and endurance. And he has specifically sports-specific yoga, and because this is yoga practice is very good for maintaining the alignment of body. That is very essential for every sportsman. Then mental focus, he has also mentioned about the mental focus, that is pointed out outward the word of energy and movement and inward of thoughts. So finally he says yoga helps be in the movement, requires the constant focusing of attention. Yes, sir, we have agreed. Then he has mainly highlighted yoga played the perfect cross-training method for athletes of all sports. Yoga can help athletes develop better breathing techniques, while it improves the balance, flexibility, core strength, and muscle strength, and even endurance. Your yogasana also helps to develop the control and the concentration of the mind. By practicing meditation and pranayama, he has insisted yoga enhances the performance of professional sports athletes, and he has highlighted the various enormous benefits of physiological as well as psychological comfort by doing the yogic practices like yogasana, pranayama, and meditation and all. Is very essential for every professional sports person. And also he emphasized that yogic practices is necessary to every sportsman. So he also highlighted pranayama also help to energize and revitalize the body. Yes, sir. So is vital energy to increase our oxygen strength, Definitely, sir. Yoga, and he has finally emphasized that yoga can play a key note in the cultivating mind control and concentration, which helps a sports person to perform at their highest level. So he said he has already given in the practice of yoga because our department is having a many number of students from physical education are admitting every year both offline and on mode regular courses. We are depending on the Department of Physical Education for supporting the yoga center also. As a yoga teacher, I very proud feel that yoga is essential for every sportsman. Thank you very much, sir. Definitely, this lecture will be utilized for the our participants. He has also fulfilled their desires also, whatever regarding the sports concern. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your valuable points and valuable session and informative and rich content in this yoga and the sports, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Once again. Thank you. Madam? Shanti, madam?
Yes, sir. Ma'am?
Madam, நான் வந்து highlight பண்ணிட்டேன். I have highlighted about some of our SAT program. Then, what are thanks by இருக்காரா மேடம்? ரெடியா இருக்காரா?
இப்ப சாட் பாக்ஸ் क्वेश्चन தேங்க்ஸ் பண்ணிடலாமா மேம்? ஓகே.
I request Mr. Dayalan sir to give a proposed vote of thanks.
So very good morning to all.
இதுல ஒன்னும் questions இல்ல மேடம். யாராவது questions இருந்தா கேளுங்க. இல்ல chat box-ல பாத்துட்டேன். Audience, is there any questions? Sir is waiting. So I have verified in the session and the chat box. No questions is available. Dear participants, if you have any clarification questions, please put it in the chat box.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am. Next is what of it?
Okay. Now I request Mr. Dayalan sir to propose the vote of thanks, please.
Good morning to all. It's my immense pleasure with the gratitude our most respected Vice Chancellor, Annamalai University, Professor V. Murugesan sir, for having given us a permission to undergo online short-term course on applied aspects of yoga. I thank beloved Registrar, Annamalai University, Dr. Jnanadevan sir, for the great blessing for this program, for the great success. I thank most respected Dean, our Dean, Dr. P. Shelvam sir, Faculty of Education, for helping arrange this program in a very successful manner, and also the chief guest of today, a special lecture on yoga and sports science. Thank you, sir. You presented a valuable lecture and more informative and really useful for us. It's my sincere thank our director, Yoga Center, Dr. K. Venkataraman sir, for all the help and guidance for arranging the program in very successful manner. And my special thanks to Dr. Sri Shanti Madam, Organizing Secretary, and sincere thanks Dr. Sushila Madam, Professor, Faculty of Education. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants from abroad and other states. And thank you all. Thank you one and all. Thank you, ma'am. Madam, not audible. Madam,
அவங்க ஆடியோ மியூட் பண்ணுங்க, அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க.
கேக்குதா மேடம்? கேக்குதா மேடம்? அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஹலோ.
ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே மேடம்.
முடிஞ்சிச்சு
மேடம். Closing prayer.
Dear participants, feedback link has posted in the chat box.
Sir, director sir. Madam.
Feedback from YouTube.
Madam. Sushila madam. So closing prayer.
Yes, madam. Yes, sir. தயானந்த் சார் சொல்லுங்க.
மேடம் பிரேயர் க்ளோசிங் பிரேயர்
முடிச்சிட்டு மேம், பசங்க முடிச்சிட்டு பண்ணிடலாமா? ஓகே, டீன் சார் கேட்டுட்டீங்களா?
மேடம் டீன் சார் பாக்கல கேக்
Sir,
சார் டீன் சார்.
So the end of the session we have to close with the ending prayer.
Dayal sir.
All of you adopt Namaskar Mudra. Closing prayer. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha Sarirasya
Savaityakena Yopakharotam Pravaramuna
Padanchalim
Pranchalirana.
Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Susila ma'am.
மேடம் சொல்லுங்க மேடம்.
மேடம் கேளுங்க.
மேடம் கேவி சார் கூப்பிடுறாரு, பக்கத்துல இருக்காரு.
டைரக்டர் சார்
முடிச்சுக்கலாமா?
டைரக்டர்
மேடம் கொஞ்ச நாள் இருக்கட்டும் மேடம். பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஃபில் அப் பண்ணிட்டு மேடம் ஃபார்ம்ஸ். மேடம் கொஞ்ச நாள் இருக்கட்டும், பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் ஃபில் அப் பண்ணட்டும்.
சரி மேம். ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே மேடம், நான் சைன் அப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Thank you very much.
சுசிலா மேம், எனக்கு
Thank you மேடம். எஸ் மேடம்,
இப்பதான் வந்தது. மேம் கரண்ட் கட் ஆயிடுச்சு. கரண்ட் கட் ஆயிடுச்சு மேம். could you please send the Google form?
feedback form. Feedback form again we will post madam. Yes madam.
Thank you.
Santosh sir, please again post a feedback form in the Google team as well as you. One more time, please put it in the YouTube also. So I thank all the participants for attending this program, and as well as I thank all the organizers who are involved in this program. I thank our Dean, Faculty of Education, and Director, Center for Yoga Studies. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow morning, the program will be start by 10:30. Okay.
Thank you all. We will meet tomorrow again, the same time, 10:30, the next day. Next session we will meet. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Please, dear participants, you please fill up the feedback link. Again, I posted in the chat box. Please fill up the form. This is the time only to fill up the forms. So please, 80% attendance is needed to give the participation e-certificate. For that reason, you please fill up the feedback link.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Filled, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Will the resource person PPT will be shared? Today's he has explained very well. Is there any possibility to share his PPT?
Yes, sir. Yes, we will ask our dean to post one by one. Yesterday also we requested the students are also somebody has asked for the PPT, so that we will discuss and posting it.
Almost all the points relevant.
Yes, yes, covered. Yes, definitely. So yes, I will ask our dean to post a yesterday discuss with our dean sir and post for the PPT. Thank you, thank you so much. Madam, J2 I will submit, ma'am. Madam, hi ma'am. Shamla ma'am. Shamla ma'am. Shamla ma'am.
Somebody called me. Who is that? Hello. Excuse me, someone called me. Who is that?